Right, in this short film about the Accucraft Quarry Hunslet, I'm going to replace the gas regulator with a fine adjustment version from the train department in the USA. The gas regulator is here, simply unscrews. Make sure there's no gas in the tank when you do this, but it simply unscrews. I've done most of that, so here it is. And if I hold it next to the one from the train department, you can see that the one on the left here is shorter, it's a smaller, and it's in two parts, an outer part and an inner part. That unscrews from there. There is a much finer thread, and there are also two fine O-rings rather than one big one. These tend to, this is quite coarse adjustment, and that big O-ring tends to make the adjustment a bit springy. So here we've got two small O-rings to make it better. So what we've got to do is put this outer part here into the body of the valve there. Now we need a small amount of sealant on these threads, and Jason Kovac of the train departments recommends a liquid pipe sealant, which he supplies. I don't have that, so I'm just going to use a little bit of PTFE tape, Teflon tape. So I'm just going to take a small piece of the tape like that, and I will wrap it round the thread on the valve. It doesn't need much, just to sit in the thread nice and tight like that. Just one complete circuit of the thread. Now to fit this in, we've got a screwdriver slot across the top here. So I'm going to find a suitable size screwdriver, which I have here. It's not absolutely perfect, but it will allow me to get a grip in there. And then that part goes into the body of the valve to pick up the thread like that. I can screw it gently into position. Be careful you don't chew up the top of the fitting. That's nice and tight like that. Now with just a little petroleum jelly, I can lubricate those O-rings and simply screw that into position. That's a very, very fine thread, so take quite a few turns. But you know when it reaches the bottom, because it stops, and there it is. We now have in position, the outside sealed in, the inside there gives us really nice fine control. Okay, so I've filled the gas tank, filled the lubricator here in the front, put water in the boiler. I'm just going to turn the gas tap on. And there we are, it's alight, and I have to say that is the least drama I've ever had in lighting one of these. Very, very easy to adjust.